What's up YouTube? For tonight's video we have a full Battle Revolution team. Okay, now this was a pretty different video for my channel. We got the same layout, but we are playing on Battle Revolution tonight, just something different. If you do enjoy this kind of thing, let me know in the comment section. Could be something we might bring back. Anyway guys, leave those theme team suggestions below in the comment section too. Any feedback on this video would be awesome too. Right, so Cath wanted to do this, obviously, so I took her up on the challenge. Now we're using 4th gen Pokemon games and our DSs on this one. It took quite a bit of prep, but it's all good, and I thought I'd put this one up there. So we had a couple of battles. I did include a couple of bloopers and stuff from this too, so don't worry, I've got that one covered. Alright, so I actually just picked some random Pokemon for my team. I just wanted to try a couple ones out, and we'll get this one going. So this was, I'm actually recording this one live, not my narration, but the obviously the gameplay is live here. Alright, so I have my Rampardos lead here. Now you got to remember guys, a lot of things are different in this gen. Like there's no like Everlights, Pokemon don't have some abilities like you. So just think about that before you do comment too. Okay, now this was an interesting Rampardos that I had. Unfortunately, I thought that Earthquake would take me right down to my Focus Sash. So I was running on this, I was running Rock Slide, Earthquake, Rock Polish, and Endeavor. I didn't really have much to hit Hippopotas with, so I just went for the Endeavor there, so that was my best move. Alright, so Hippopotas is going to go for the Revenge. Obviously that's going to take me out there, so that's my Rampardos down. Now this team really had terrible synergy, but it wasn't really like a dedicated team. It was just some Pokemon that I felt like using. It did come back to bite me in the ass in this game though. Alright, so now we're doing this one on the Crystal Coliseum too, which is pretty interesting. I have not played this for very, very long time, so it's good. Now, I was using my Pearl game on this. It was good to get that back on too. So I was trying to think what the best bet to swap into this thing. And then I thought, well, I can swap with my Golduck here because I was actually running Rain Dance on this thing. It also has Damp ability too. Okay, now it doesn't get Swift Swim in this gen either, so you have to just go back and look there. Alright, so Hippopotas is going to get withdrawn here. Obviously, it's really there just to boost the sand up. So a lot of Cath's team was built around the sand. Now, I just went for Rain Dance here. And now, I've got in this set, it's an interesting set. I've got Surf on this. I've got Mud Shot to hit electric types. Now, I've got Ice Beam on this one too. Okay, so here I was thinking, well, I'm not really sure what this really could be. It could be a wall, it could be a sweeping version. But I was expecting like a Giga Drain, right? Now I did have on my team, at the start of the video, it actually reveals both teams, so you get to see what each other's using. But I cut that bit out because I didn't want to show you guys what Pokemon there was, like right at the start of the video. Okay, so here I was thinking definitely Giga Drain here. So I swapped in my Swalot here. Now my Swalot actually has Liquid Ooze, so I thought that'd be a good swapping. Or even if it wasn't Giga Drain or some grass type move, it would be just a nice swapping. Now this was a bulky set here. I was running Pain Split on this. I think I had Gastro Acid on this too, just for something fun. And I had Gunk Shot on this. Yes, Gunk Shot was available back then too. And I think I had Stockpile on. No, sorry, I didn't have Stockpile. I had Explosion on this. Now, 4th gen was really good, right? Because Explosion didn't get that nerf that it did in 5th gen. Now, if you don't know what that means, I'll just explain that. So, in 4th gen, Explosion actually halved your defenses when it was like being used. In 5th gen onwards, that didn't happen anymore. So, it got a massive nerf, but it was so powerful, right, in 4th gen. Like, you could use it on a Pokemon that didn't even have any attack investment, and it would do so much damage. Okay, so I think Cath actually misclicked there with the Toxic. I wasn't sure what... I actually expected the Critically to swap there. Okay, so I can see it's got leftovers, so it's probably going to be like a bulky set there. So I get a nice poison there with the Gunk Shot, which is good. I was very happy about that one. I wasn't actually carrying Toxic on this Pokemon. I had another Pokemon to supplement that. Alright, so Critically is going to swap out here. Obviously, I actually thought that it's not swap actually initially there. Alright, so Metang's going to come in here. This is, I'm not sure what this is going to be, like a bulky set or like a sweeping set. Obviously, Gunk Shot. I didn't have anything to hit this thing at all. Like I said, some Pokemon were quite barren back then, and some of their main moves were actually missing. Now, obviously, some of these Pokemon don't have like, you know, all the perfect IVs and things like that either. So it was from my Pearl game, and Cass was from a Diamond game or whatever. Yeah, I think it's a Diamond game. Anyways, so I was thinking, what was the best bet to swap into this thing? I know that there could be a chance that it has explosion too. Like, I did run it on my Metang. I actually used to run Metang a lot in 4th gen. Anyway, so it's going to go for the agility there. I actually just stayed in to see what it would use there. I didn't really want a comfortable swap in case it was going to go for explosion. I just went for Gastro Acid to see what move it was going to use. Okay, so it's going to be a agility sweeping Pokemon. I knew there was a chance it had Earthquake just for coverage there. I knew there was a chance it would have Meteor Mash, obviously. I wasn't sure of what its other move could be there. Alright, so it's going to go for the Earthquake on my Swallow. That does nice damage there. I'm very, very bulky though, so I take that quite well. Okay, so I can see there's a Life Orb there too. Here I'm going for the Pain Split. I just thought I'd see how much it did, then get a little bit of health back there. Okay, so I got Black Sludge on my Swallow too, just for a little bit of recovery there. Alright. Here I was thinking, should I just go for another Pain Split again? Try and get this Metang down a little bit in health. It was a sort of a tough decision here. So anyway, I just went for Explosion here. I thought, fuck it. Even if it's going to resist it, it's still going to do some nice damage there to Metang. Then I can get a fresh swap in and do something here. Okay, so going for Explosion there, looks pretty cool there. Even when it resists that, still did like so much damage there. As I said, Explosion was very overpowered in 4th gen and stuff like that. Okay, so Swallow's down. Rip. Now, I need to swap in something to take this this thing out. I was thinking, should I swap in my Golduck again and finish it off? As I said, on my team, I had some really, really terrible synergy too, which was which made it fun too. Okay. I also, the thing I liked about Pokemon Battle Revolution 2 was, you know, how you've got the trainers there and you've got the Pokemon there too. I'm actually still hoping they'll bring another one of these out, like a number 2, because this was a really, really good game. Just how it was set up, the music, all the things you could do. Anyways, so I'm bringing my lady in here, and this is more of a special defensive wall I've got. On this, I've got Roost, I've got Silverwind, I've got... Yeah, I'm going to die to that Explosion there. So it did actually pack Explosion, unfortunately. They actually had Toxic too there. It was a bulky Silverwind user there. Unfortunately, I didn't get to use that one. I got blown up on, so rip. Bye-bye, Richard. That was a Bug's Life reference if you didn't get that one. All right. Richard. I meant Francis. Okay. Hype. Anyways, so we have my Golduck left. Things aren't going too hot at the moment. I've lost half my team. So we have Magneton coming out now. Magneton countered basically all of my team except for a couple. So, like my Water-type Pokemon, even my Rampardos, like, it was going to get outsped there. Okay, so Magneton is going to go for the Thunderbolt here. I was thinking there's a good chance it will be Choice Scarf because it outsped my Golduck there. So, yep, Golduck's going to go down. So I was going to go for the Mud Shot there. So Golduck's down. So I've lost most of my team here. It's not looking good at all. So here we had about 4 or 5 battles. So this was probably we did have a better battle than this. But actually did get DC'd. We had a communication, just infrared communication, which really sucked. Anyway, so I'm going to bring out Muck here. Now, this is my special Muck. I actually went for the Fire Blast here. Now, Muck on my team was probably my most valuable Pokemon there. Instead of most valuable player, it's most valuable Pokemon. Okay, so going for the Fire Blast here, locking myself into that Choice Specs Fire Blast. That's going to take the Hippopotas out there nicely. So I knew that Magneton could not take me out with a T-Bolt there. Cradilla was already poisoned too, and it was below half, it was around half health, so it wouldn't like to get out. He was probably going to get outsped and hit by a Fire Blast too. So things were pretty good here. So Muck, I really need to count on to try and win this battle or get back into the game for me. And then there was a Rhydon, so there was so many counters against this. Rhydon really countered my Swalot and my Muck. And my Ledian too. Ledian's weak to so many things. So, and then there was that Magneton still sneaking around. So I had to really think here what I was going to do. I was expecting obviously an Earthquake here from the Rhydon. There's no way I could stay into that one. Plus I was locked into Fire Blast too. Okay, so swapping in my last Pokemon, which was my Politoed. Now this is a sweeping Politoed. Rhydon, however, goes for the Substitute. Now Substitute looks pretty cool. it sort of looks patchworky. Okay, so unfortunately the sandstorm is still going to give me some damage there. Now I've got Toxic Orb on this. Now I'm running a Belly Drum. I've got Waterfall on this. I've got Facade. And I think I've got Bounce on this too, so it's a sweeping set. Unfortunately here, that Substitute's up, so my Waterfall is only going to break the Substitutes. That's the sub gone there. Now, remember there wasn't stuff like Everlight, so Rhydon is not going to obviously take this, like it normally would with the Everlight. Okay, so here it's going to go for the Thunder Punch here. So, oh crap, this is going to do a lot of damage. I actually do tank that one, which is nice there. Now, the Sand is still around, and I've got the Toxic Orb too, so I'm like, well, I'm going to have to take it out on this hit or it's game. Okay, so here I'm just going to go for Waterfall again. That's the best move I've got on my physical Politoed. I still went and ran crazy sets even in 4th gen. That was me. Okay, so going for the Waterfall here, and that is going to annihilate the Rhydon there and take that one out, so that's good. Okay, so that's down. So I got another Pokemon down. I was happy with that. I was actually very happy to get that many Pokemon down against some of these just really hard counters. Okay, so unfortunately the Toxic Orb actually lets me down there because I'm going to go like die to that one. Now, I really wanted like me to live that one, and then the Magneton would have to come into that, and it would, then I could have brought my Muck in there, and then it would have gone from there. But unfortunately, that really did actually let me down. Anyway, so Pilus 1 was Cath's last Pokemon. Muck was my last. So I was like, let's go for the Fire Blast here. This will be really good because it's going to do like lots of damage. And remember, in this gen, it actually didn't have thick fat either. Okay, so I outspeed, which is hype. Going for the Fire Blast. It lands. And guys, guess what? I got the absolute minimum damage, which was 95%, and I think it was 115 was max. And then I get critted by Earthquake, so I think I could have clutched back that one, maybe brought it a 1-0 at least. But anyway, guys, I hope you enjoyed the fun. It was a little bit different than normal. It was actually really fun going back to do this one. I'm not salty at all. Peace.
The red corner calls their Pokemon back. Hurriedly is sent out. Blasted by Hyper Beam. Taken down by an intense blow. Electro is sent out. In terms of the number of remaining Pokemon, it's an even 50-50. Who will become the victor? It's pouring rain in the Colosseum. The blue corner can't move due to a previously used attack. The red corner calls their Pokemon back. Licky is sent out. It seems that its physical condition is not so good. Regigigas starts to attack. Well, both corners still have a chance to win this. Who's going to take the glory? Hit! The blue corner can't move due to a previously used attack. Licky starts to attack. It hits. Blasted by Hyper Beam. It went down. Electro is sent out. Well, both corners still have a chance to win this. Who's going to take the glory? Hit! The blue corner can't move due to a previously used attack. Annihilated by explosion!